Peace, beautiful souls. Today, I'm having one of those days where I feel like super heavy and like uh, a behind the scenes sadness. And I say behind the scenes because it's like I don't know what exactly I feel like sad or heavy about, but I know that I feel it. And like I rose up early. And for one, it was freezing, so that really made me like not want to get out of bed, right? But I've been, trying to get myself back on track with yoga and working out and having more of a routine. So like I meditated, I got up, I did all that. I made myself food, I showered, and when I was in the shower, I was just I took a really long shower and I was just sitting there after a while, kind of like analyzing my day and how I was feeling. And I also, like, in between doing all those things, I was scrolling like on social media a lot, just scrolling. And I know, like, I do that when I guess get in these kind of moods, or like I'm in a way like avoiding something. And then like it was making me feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to be doing this and going down a loophole and stuff. But like when I was in the shower, I was trying to, like, I was giving myself grace because I started thinking about, like, literally like 2 to 3 years ago, I just started thinking about my life then, and like the months in that year leading up to me starting this journey, right? And becoming more so aware of my patterns and aware of the things I was doing that's like really detrimental to me. And shoot, that year before, like in that relationship that I was in, I feel like that relationship, amongst other things I was going through around that time, like physically, emotionally, um, and mentally, catapulted me into like my self-love journey, into my spiritual journey. Like that year I was drinking so much, I was smoking so much, I started experimenting with other like drugs and things. I was taking pills that I didn't even know what the hell they were. I started doing coke and mixed with drinking and smoking and stuff. And like I remember how bad, like, I was trying to avoid feeling my feelings and avoid my thoughts. So I was doing all these things to like either numb, or I really wanted to feel other things like joy, happiness, or be able to like be sexually intimate like with my partner at the time. Like I felt like I had to do those things in order to do those things and feel those things or not feel the other things. And so I'm just thinking about how, like, how much I've grown from then to now, and I still am self-aware enough to know when I'm still doing things to avoid feeling or to try to feel, when I know there's healthier ways. But I was still trying to give myself grace by like seeing my growth and recognizing my growth and how far I've come, and like even being able to catch myself when I'm doing these things now. And it's not something I'm always doing, but I do know when I am doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think the hardest part is like not being able to pinpoint exactly what it is I'm feeling or why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, if that makes sense. And also just letting myself sit in that uncomfortability is like the hardest part for me. Even I noticed, and I saw something recently, but I noticed even when I feel these things and I try to like meditate or affirmation myself out of it, which are healthier coping mechanisms, right? It's still like I really need to learn how to just sit in that uncomfortability, and just be there. Even though meditation is in a way, kind of just sitting in it, but I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like sometimes I do that in a way to still not feel that, if you get what I'm saying. Even though it's a healthier way than scrolling or doing all these other things I was doing and stuff like that, but I know I need to just feel it. I don't know, or I do know. And I think, yeah, the hardest part for me, like I said, is not knowing exactly where it's coming from. Like or feeling like I make myself, I guess, sometimes feel like I have no reason to feel sad or down or heavy, when in reality we all have a bunch of reasons why we could feel that, you know? But yeah, today is one of those days for sure. And I'm still proud of myself because I still like pushed myself to get up and do things, and still like try to analyze and feel it. But yeah, I wanted to come talk about that because, for one, if you be feeling like this, you're not alone. For two, like it's to oh my gosh, have grace for yourself, recognize your growth, and be patient with yourself. And another thing I'm learning is like it's okay to not know. The simple fact that I feel this way, I don't need to know why necessarily. I mean, it's important, to heal it and figure out and dig through it, but I don't have to know. A part of me learning how to just be is learning how to just be in all of my feelings that come up, and yeah, it's okay to not know. Make sure in these times you give yourself some extra love and stuff, which is what I was trying to do. And also, I think I have in my head that I always have to be doing something, or I make myself feel bad about that too, if you get what I'm saying. If I'm not doing something productive, and I'm working on letting myself just be, and if I want a day to just like do nothing, like that's fine, But it's just, I don't know, I guess I can tell when I'm doing things that are not really so good for me, like they're not so healthy for me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever you want to, well, each one of those things, But yeah, today is one of those days for sure. It just makes me sad. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying I don't know. It just makes me sad. And I also was thinking, I have a friend that was like telling me, like, even me saying I'm not sad, she can like see through that, if that makes sense. And first I was like, damn. And I think I have in my head, like, subconsciously, like it's bad to be sad. It's still like the way society looks at things, right? When people cry or they're sad, it's always quick, like, get over it. You don't have no reason to be sad or whatever. There are people worse off. And I think I do that to myself still subconsciously. I used to do that a lot. And so I try to convince myself that I'm like not sad, especially if I don't have a reason or a big reason to be sad. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. But I know I've said it so many times, like that and anger be like one of the emotions that I try to push off. So like, which is not such a great thing. I hate to say anything's bad or good, but like it's important to let yourself feel those things is what I'm trying to say. And again, I love, for other people, I love to tell them, like, you don't need an actual reason to feel any of your feelings, like the simple fact that you feel them is it is what it is. And I guess it's just harder for me to do that with my sadness. And then I guess like admitting that I'm sad makes it more real. And I guess I'm scared. I keep saying I guess, but I know I'm scared to like feel those things fully. Yeah. This is my little vent session. Especially because I be thinking, like, I be feeling like I should just be further along in my journey, which is wild to think about because, for one, it hasn't been that long. For two, I can tell I have something in my head that tells me if once I get to a certain point of healing, I won't feel sad anymore about things, which is crazy because that's just not realistic at all. And it's okay to be sad, And I know what it is, really. I'm afraid to like really admit the things that I'm sad about because those are things that I can't necessarily control, you know? And yeah, it just makes me sad. Which is fine. It's okay. It's really okay. And I just have to let myself feel that and keep reminding myself that that is okay. It's okay to feel that sadness. It's okay that I don't have control over everything, That's just how things go, and that's the normal part of life. And I am grateful for the sadness because, again, it reminds me how alive I am. It lets me feel, And yeah, there's actually quite a few things I'm sad about, if I'm being honest. And then sometimes I'll be wanting to write about it, but it's like actually so much, and I don't be wanting to write so much. So that's really another reason why I come make videos into it too. It's like it's a easier let out for me, but I know writing also helps me so much, and it makes it more real, you know. So yeah, but that's what I have for right now. I love you. See you later.